my boyfriend Jonathan with me, and we're laughing because I look like a literal ghost on camera.
Right
but
in time for spooky
if I
season.
hold this up, which is what we're gonna be, oh, this is upside down. If I hold this up, then my face doesn't look as white. Today's video, Jonathan and I are going to be trying out the Adventure Challenge. This book that we have from the Adventure Challenge in particular is Couples Edition. So what this book has is it has 50 creative date ideas that you could do with your significant other, and it's really cool because you don't know the date that you're doing until you scratch it off. It gives you little helpful hints to know how long the date will be, and it also gives you hints to know how much the date will cost and what time of day you should do the dates at. So we're super excited to try this out. This book can also come with a Polaroid camera, so show them the Polaroid babe.
Oh, I kind of just already opened it, my bad.
Also comes with a Polaroid camera that you could get.
And some film.
And some film. This book also has an area next to each of the dates where you could take a Polaroid picture, put the Polaroid picture in here, and then write little notes about your date. Jonathan and I are going to be doing date number 19, which is High School Sweetheart.
Why High School Sweethearts in particular, Alyssa?
Because Jonathan and I are high school sweethearts. Jonathan and I started dating when I was 15 and he was 16 in high school. I was a sophomore and he was a junior. It's kind of cool because Jonathan's parents are high school sweethearts too. Jonathan's dad's a year older than Jonathan's mom, so it's kind of funny because of just like the similarities. Anyways, let's go ahead and scratch off the date idea to see what we're gonna be doing. It says, dress like a high school stereotype, jock, nerd, gothic, etc. Take a blanket and spread it out on a high school football field. Lay on the blanket, eat food that reminds you of high school. Talk about your favorite and most embarrassing high school moments. All right, let's get it. We're in the car now, and
there will be some slight alterations to the plan due to COVID-19.
Yes, so it said to dress up like high school stereotypes, like a jock, a nerd, whatever.
We don't believe in stereotypes. Everyone is equal in high school, number one. Number two, our school doesn't have a football field. It's just dirt.
It's
Number
literally...
three, the school is closed due to COVID-19, so it would be irresponsible of us to go to the campus during this pandemic.
So what we're gonna do is, instead of going to a football field, we are just going to have a picnic in Jonathan's backyard because we did spend a lot of time at Jonathan's house in high school. So that is the alteration. So we're gonna be still doing the picnic. We're on our way to go grab some of our favorite high school snacks that remind us of high school.
From the places that we did go to in high school.
Yes.
Like the same location.
Yeah, when Jonathan and I were in high school, we had off-campus lunch. Your senior year.
My senior year.
And my junior year.
Yeah. Did you go off campus your senior year a lot?
I went off campus my senior year a lot with my friends. We went to like Starbucks and stuff more likely. Like it was more Starbucks runs my senior year. But my junior year and Jonathan's senior year, we went off campus literally like every day for lunch, right? Like every day for lunch.
Yeah, because they let us sit in our car then, right?
Yeah. Those are fun times. We would go to like fast food places at lunch. Our options were either McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, or Subway.
Or you could risk it all for some Alberto's.
Yeah, or there was also Alberto's. In-N-Out, you couldn't really go to In-N-Out because it was a little farther from the school and we only had 30 minutes?
Depends how fast you drove.
We only had 30 minutes. Where are we going today to get food, babe?
Okay, so this is gonna be a deviate a little bit, but McDonald's has these new spicy chicken McNuggets. The little stay-at-home goblin that I am have fallen in love with it.
So we're gonna go to McDonald's because we did go to McDonald's a lot in high school for our lunch dates. And we also went to Circle K a lot to get chips and Coke ices or Coke slushies.
It's mostly Alyssa getting chips.
Yeah, it's mostly me getting chips. Jonathan got, sometimes we do get candy. So what we're gonna do is we're going to McDonald's, we're gonna pick up some food, then we're gonna head over to the Circle K.
You want the Krabby Patty, Alyssa?
No, the Krabby Patty. The Krabby Patty? The Krabby Patty?
The Krabby Patty.
Bag secured. We're driving past our old high school. We're in the gas station now, and I'm gonna find Jonathan's snacks. Hey guys, so we just ate our food and we got some snacks. What did you get for me, babe?
Hot Cheeto fries, Sour Patch, a watermelon.
Oh, he also gave me Mountain Dew Icy, which I wanted Coke Icy, but they're out. So we got Mountain Dew, but the Mountain Dew Icy tastes like a green apple, which I am not digging. Also got Jonathan some rips.
Alright.
And some peach rings.
Which I've already eaten.
Now, we didn't dress like a high school stereotype.
Nope.
But
I'm above stereotypes.
you know what I did bring? My Letterman's jacket.
How many times have you worn that outside of high school?
0.
Don't buy a Letterman's jacket. It's not worth it.
You know what? It's for the memories. Can you help me?
Of course. What sport did you play?
I did not. Well, I was in. I was gonna say I did not play sport.
You didn't, yeah.
And in high school,
It
I
was,
was all about
it was a
cheer is a sport.
It was a performing art.
No, cheer is a sport. Like competitive cheer is a sport.
Like college cheer is a sport, yeah. But
no,
what
like
you guys did
competitive
was
cheer is a sport. Not like
football.
sideline cheer is not like a sport. Sideline cheer is different. Competition cheer,
It's a
or
performing
however you
art.
say it, is a sport.
It's a physical performing art.
Anyway, so I brought out my Lettermans. I was on the cheer team for all 4 years of high school. Class of 2017. On the back, I have like patches and my last name. What did you play in high school?
I didn't play anything. I just swam.
Yep, he was a swimmer. What did you do?
I just swam.
You did breaststroke.
Oh, like specifically? Yeah,
Yeah.
I did breaststroke and freestyle.
I'm hot. I'm gonna take this off. I'm literally sweating.
Well, it is summer.
It's literally like 90 degrees out.
Yep.
95 right now.
I'm getting bitten by a ton of mosquitoes.
This is a reality.
This is
vision.
reality vision right here.
Reality edition. We took a blanket, we spread it out on the grass since the football field's closed, and we're eating food that reminds us of high school.
Yeah, I just finished my peach rings. I felt pretty young and hip.
Now let's talk about our favorite and most embarrassing high school memories.
There was this one time I was in the 3rd grade and they treated me like a criminal because I killed somebody. There was one time my junior year, I was walking to my chemistry class and a bird pooped right on my head. And I didn't notice.
Was this right before we dated?
Yeah. No, it's my junior year.
Yeah, so right before we dated. We started dating like October your junior year, but I don't remember.
Sophomore year. It was my sophomore year
I was like, I don't remember that.
in high school. And a bird pooped on my head and I didn't notice it. And I walked into my chemistry class and I sat there and then some girl pointed it out in front of the whole class and my professor made me wash my hair in the sink to get the bird poop out of my head.
Wow.
So that was
Sorry that happened.
pretty fun.
Like right here on the top?
It was literally in the back
On the back.
and it was just dripping down the back of my head.
Babe, I'm sorry.
There was another time in high school when my professor put on graduation music and said this will probably be the only time you ever hear that. But he did that to the whole class, so that really was kind of...
Vince?
Yeah. And then
How did I already
he kept telling people in class that you should get ready to ask if you want cheese with that because you're going to work in a fast food restaurant. There was another time in high school where someone left a Dr. Pepper gallon on my desk
In calculus?
in calculus. And I was so excited because Dr. Pepper was my favorite drink, and I thought that my girlfriend was asking me out to Sadie's, but in actuality, it was someone else named Jonathan in class. So that was kind of awkward because I really thought it was for me.
But in my defense, later that week, I asked him to Sadie's in front of his whole swim team.
There was
which
another
really
time
cute.
in high school when
and I asked
when
him with the
I
Dr.
was
Pepper.
when
and
I
a cute
was
side of me,
when I was
so.
swimming and my Speedo ripped in half right down the middle.
When was that?
Luckily, it only ripped in the back area, so my butt was completely hanging out.
You're talking so
There was another time in high school.
You're talking so loud.
Oh, wow. There was another time in high school when I belly flopped so hard, my face was red for quite a while. There was another time when we first started dating, like 2 weeks in, that Alyssa's friends tried to make me run for homecoming king.
That was winter formal.
Oh, winter
That
formal.
was like 4 months. 4 months in.
No, it wasn't.
4 months.
No, it wasn't.
January?
There was one time where my professor, or I keep saying professor, but my teacher in class made me stop learning so that way I could put up her UFO. Or, no, not her UFO, her inflatable alien on the ceiling.
Good old.
Don't expose her. There's another time where my history teacher, he flipped my desk over, and it was flipped over the whole time. So I just kind of made a tent and camped in the class, and I fell asleep because I woke up at 4 in the morning that day to go swim.
Oh.
And he just let me sleep because I had an A in his class and I got a 4 on the AP World History test.
That was the U.S. history.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we've had enough of Jonathan's embarrassing high school moments, have I had any embarrassing high school moments, would you say?
I don't know, did the bird poop on you?
Oh, I know something, but I don't know if you want me to put this on YouTube. Our first date, when we were...
No, I know. We're not talking about that.
So, yeah, I think Jonathan already gave enough of his embarrassing stories. That's been pretty long. So let's talk about our favorite high school memories.
Prom was pretty fun.
Yeah, I agree.
The first one.
The first prom was probably the one that we actually enjoyed the most because we were like newbies and everything was so new to us and we were like, oh gosh, taking everything in. The last 2 proms, I would say I was stressing out more because I'm like a perfectionist. I need things to go according to plan, and when they don't, I freak out and then I get stressed out. So I would say the first prom was probably
I agree.
the funnest.
Yeah, it was the best one. Off campus was pretty fun. I remember this one time I told Alyssa to hold a drink and she didn't, and then she made my car all sticky because she spilled her soda everywhere when I braked too hard.
That did happen.
Yep.
Once.
Twice. Happened twice.
Yeah, so that was pretty funny. I really liked our off-campus lunches, to be honest. We got to sit in our cars and just like eat lunch and like talk.
Does it have to be in high school or can it be like in that time period?
In the time period.
So like when you were still in high school and I was in college, does that count?
Are you gonna say Disneyland?
Yeah, I was gonna say Disneyland was pretty fun.
Yeah, we got Disneyland passes my senior year of high school.
Yeah.
And he was a freshman in college.
Mm-hmm. Went like almost every week.
Every week. I miss those times.
That was fun.
I have a funny story actually. I took AP Physics.
Oh my goodness. So I told Alyssa, don't take AP Physics. You're not gonna like it. Just take AP Bio or regular physics even. You're not gonna have a good time in physics. And she said, no, I'll take AP Physics. So I said, okay, that's fine.
Knowing that I had never in my life taken a physics course before.
Yeah, Alyssa gets 3rd period and I'm in 4th period. And then she said, oh, what period of physics are you in? There was only 2. I said, oh, I'm in 4th period. And she said, okay. So the next day when I walk into my 4th period class, Alyssa is sitting there. And I said, what are you doing here? And then she said, oh, I switched. Then she proceeded to fail the course.
I did not fail. I passed.
You failed the course,
I'm not going to say with what grade, but I passed. But yes, I did take AP Physics just to be in a class with Jonathan.
Oh, that's pretty embarrassing. That's a pretty embarrassing story right there.
And do I regret it?
Oh, and you know what the most embarrassing fact was?
Yes and no.
Do you know what the most embarrassing fact was? What? Is that I wasn't even her lab partner.
He didn't want to be my lab partner.
Because I agreed with some other guy.
Who was in physics.
Who was in physics with me before, because I took regular physics and we were taking AP Physics. We agreed that the only reason why we would do physics together is because we would be lab partners. So that's what happened. We were lab partners.
And I was not lab partners with Jonathan, but we did sit next to each other in class.
And then he did separate us when we were taking
test.
exams. And when I tried to tutor her, she never paid attention to me.
You distracted me. When I got my schedule for 3rd period AP Physics and I knew Jonathan was in 4th period, I went straight to my guidance counselor and I made up this story saying, you know what, AP Physics is going to be hard, and 4th period was our, what was it called?
Homeroom.
Homeroom. So 4th period was like a longer class. It was like 30 minutes longer than all our other periods. So I was like, I think it'd really be beneficial to me to be in AP Physics 4th period so I could have more time to learn.
Yep.
And my guidance counselor was like, she was super nice. She was like, okay. I was like, okay.
So moral of the story is never change your class or pick your classes to hang out with the boy. It ain't worth it, because you'll just fail in the end.
I didn't fail though. I passed.
What was your highest test score?
I don't even remember.
I remember your highest test score.
You remember?
I was proud of you.
What was it? Okay, you guys, in my defense, I'm a straight A student. Can you correct me on that? If we eliminate AP Physics, I'm a straight A student, correct?
Yes, she's a straight A student.
I'm a straight A student. AP Physics, I did end up.
And that's why she never
not
went into an
getting a good
engineering
grade.
field, because she didn't want to take physics ever again.
Hate physics, hate it with a passion, only took it because my boyfriend was in the class. That's kind of embarrassing.
That is really embarrassing.
But you know what? I'm glad that I have that like memory now, because I could tell our kids like, I was in AP Physics class with your dad. Like, that's kind of cute.
And I'm just going to say, she failed miserably. So don't do what your mother says.
It's kind of a cute and funny story looking back. This video was like all over the place, but this is the reality of dates. And we've been dating for how long now?
6 years almost.
It's going to be our 6 years, October 10th.
Oh my God.
I'm really glad that we got this adventure challenge book because it'll definitely help us be more creative with our dates. So we just want to say thank you so much for watching our video.
Thank you to Adventure Challenge for sending us the book so that way we can spice up our dating life.
Thank you so much to Adventure Challenge for sponsoring this video. If you guys want to check out Adventure Challenge, I'll leave the link below in the description box. And I believe I also have a code to get some money off of your next purchase at the Adventure Challenge. And all that information will be down below in the description box if you want to check that out.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about a feature.